Howdy everyone, welcome to a new episode of Silver Valley Zoo. Here we are, here's the reptile house we just finished doing. And here we are on the entrance of a new area, the Rocky Coast. And this is the moose habitat. This is the animal that's the other one on the logo of the zoo. There will probably be a sign to the area, probably right there, or somewhere along here. Here's a nice little shaded thing, there's a bench there, there's some education on the moose here. Just a simple little thing. It's made from a blueprint I already made. Just look over, there's all this water. There's a male and 3 females if anyone wants to come up with any name suggestions. And then, yeah, this is probably a historically significant habitat, or at least a species to the zoo, which is why the habitat is a bit more grand than most moose habitats. If you zoom over here, we have the road that connects all the way around the zoo, and it's almost complete because there's only 3 episodes left of the zoo before a tour. Here's just a little more secluded area where they can eat. I don't know how much moose feel about being viewed, but I think just like any animal, they don't like too much of it, so they can have a bit more privacy to eat. Now this building is more of another one of those ranch stable buildings from when the zoo was a ranch before it was a zoo. This one hasn't been as taken care of on the outside. It's more original to what it was because it fits the theme of this habitat. Here's a little extra area. Look at here, you don't need to see that. And then we have this just little kind of stable area, this fence made from a blueprint I made before, and some more stuff from a downloaded backstage stuff mainly, as well as some of my own stuff. Then you go over here, there's 2 different areas that could be closed off. Here's our male. He's humongous because moose are huge, and he is sleeping here nice and these doors here are supposed to be able to be closed and opened with a handle, like if they want to be closed away for the night or if they need to be separated. There's all these plants, like I said, I feel like they might just be fed enough to not eat absolutely everything in the crevices. Then here's one swimming. I actually haven't really seen them swim yet, even though they probably should be swimming more. I gave them this water because I know moose like to swim. Here we have the stream. Just a nice little thing. It's got a nice view. And if you look at it from above, it's a pretty big habitat, about as big as the ones from the later part of tropical Asia. And if you just go up here, we have a separation area. Probably mainly for the male if they need to be separated for whatever reason. And then, yeah, got some of this, pines and stuff. This is my first time doing a habitat like this, if I'm being honest. Like, just with this much like a big habitat that's got a lot of cold weather foliage. And that would be pretty much everything. I'm gonna go over here. Here will probably be some nature stuff. Some fountains and stuff just to look nice. Same thing in this path in between. And then this is where our lynx will be. It'll probably be similar to the cage habitat we have for the clouded leopard. And then on either side of the path, either this side or the other side, will be the African penguins, which will lead into the Southern Seas Pavilion, which will have an indoor thematic king penguin habitat with some displays and education about the region, and then a big sea lion habitat that'll have like underwater viewing and maybe some kind of show for education, and probably an empty backstage because at least one of these builds there won't be the interior of the backstage because we need to save complexity meter space, because we're at like 80% right now. And if we pretty much look at that, that would be pretty much the rest of the zoo, and the zoo will be finally complete after more than a year. So I'll see you.